Before I get into today's video, where we are going to talk about the shift of values, just want to give you a quick reminder, please read the risk disclosure, which is in the written section below. Since we are now 6 weeks here in the UK, certainly it is 6 weeks now into the bizarre situation with the lockdown. We won't go into the ins and outs of all that, but rather focus on the positive side of this. And when you find yourself suddenly in a situation where you cannot do what you are used to doing, and most of the things, let's face it, as those of you who follow my videos will know, we are creatures of habits, and most of our things are done on automatic pilot. Now, when you cannot do that anymore for a prolonged period of time, whether you like it or not, your brain is going into a total reset. And when I say total reset, I am talking about a shift of what's important and what isn't important so much. We could also say that a re-evaluation of our value system is taking place. And this is after the initial shock waves started to basically fizzle out somewhat, and a sense of new normality is setting in. And we begin to understand that the things we have been able to take for granted, we probably cannot take for granted. Now, this is really a big insight. So many of you I know are having these insights, and of course that leads to the deeper question, how secure is my future? The financial system is absolutely changing because consciousness is changing, and when consciousness changes, everything changes. So by the way, this will be the subject of a new program I am in the process of putting together, and the title of this program will be Reset Your Financial Blueprint, because ultimately the financial world affects everyone. It is not just about your trading. It is not just about whether the markets are going to go up, down, or sideways. Rather, this whole situation goes much deeper, and we need to address the actual nature of the markets, why it's changing, how it's changing, what it means for us, our values, which are also changing. We cannot look at things in the same way we have been used to looking at them, well, probably for several hundred years, really. The shift upon us is not something that happened overnight. We have had catalysts. That is something very, very different from understanding the cyclical evolution, which is very much in place here. We are dealing with a evolutionary impulse, and we can, when you have an evolutionary impulse of gargantuan proportions as we are experiencing right now, this is not going to go away in a month or 2 or 3. And yes, we are beginning to understand at different levels of our consciousness that our world is changing, and that affects everything, and we need to learn to think differently, to align differently, and really go with the flow of this larger evolutionary impulse. As I said, the a new course I am working on right now, which is due to be officially released at the end of this month, beginning of June, will address all these questions and much more. As always, I thank you for watching this video. Please sign up for my newsletter. There is a link to the homepage where you can just leave your email address, and you will be added to the newsletter to receive my educational webinars and other notifications. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please share it.